So we're up here at Todd's again today. If you guys remember Todd, he is the person that actually sold us the shell that is becoming the turbo stroker build, and he has just about finished his. And funny enough, he's running the same wheels that we'll be running, but his are in a much cooler 16-inch spec. He did those to clear his Willwood brakes, and he originally wanted me to come up to help him figure out why he wasn't getting power to his fuel pump, but he solved that before I got here. So now we're just here as cheerleaders. I think this will be the first start if it starts right now. It's making fuel pressure noises. She might need a little bit. So we're thinking maybe doesn't have fuel. The fuel pump is very loud and noticeable, and I don't think it should be that noticeable. The top there. So I don't know if it's it sounds like a pump that's not primed. So maybe with some fuel she'll run. This is how you make a car start. You just eliminate things slowly until you're happy with your life. All right, we changed the plug the crank sensor was plugged into. Now we have engine speed and spark, so we'll see if we have fuel. Hold up. So we are leaking quite a bit of something. Thinking it's oil out of the oil cooler setup. All right, we're cheating. There was a cough. So we're pretty sure that the intake pump, the lift pump, is bad. So we're going for the brake clean. Crank. Getting somewhere. Cool. So I think that's gonna be it for Todd though. I'm gonna hang out a little more, but yeah. Hey, but I came here to get power to your fuel pump. And we have that, so
mission accomplished.
We're good. All right, guys, back at the shop after the night with Todd. So it's a couple days later, and yeah, I haven't done anything to the E30 since the undercoating video. So now it is time for get some subframe. Let's get some more spare parts. So we got this I believe it's an 89 325i vert auto that was hit very hard, but this was a super well maintained car that was on the road this year. So gas tank should be good, brakes and subframe should be good. Worst case, we got a bunch of new brake stuff right there, but this is where our axles are coming from. This is the subframes that we're going to clean up. So I'm working on just getting in the air and I'm going to start ripping some stuff off of it, and here we go. Set up a time lapse. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the time lapse. As always, that rear subframe was a pain. Things I grabbed: complete rear subframe, no diff in there, and as you saw in the previous video, I'm not actually using that subframe, just those trailing arms and axles and stuff. But got the front subframe out, also ripped out the brake master, This car didn't have one. And I think I'm just gonna leave that on the lift for a little bit. I have a car that I need to pull an engine and trans out of to sell, but I'm gonna try and maybe just figure something out. We will see. But anyway, go out here. Let's turn our lights back on. There we go. Sprayed both subframes down with degreaser. Gonna get the power washer out, get them sparkly. I'll show them to you guys. And then, I don't know, I'm a little tired, thinking I should call it a night on the working. So I think I might set up a table and we'll unbox all the stuff I have. I'll get some motivation back flowing with seeing all the parts, and then also I can see what I'm missing and order stuff. Because, I don't know, it's only been a few days, but now I feel like, oh shit, I'm running out of time. So, all right. All right, guys. Subframes turned out all right. They're gonna need some more love, so didn't really feel like it was too important to show you them. But anyway, before we get into opening the parts, I just wanted to say how much I appreciate the support that you guys have been showing always and lately. Things have been a little bit harder for me here lately. It's much more stressful that now I'm like the only one responsible for this in terms of making content and financially, and it's a lot. And then I also, if you guys know, I'm married. I have 2 kids. I don't have any income sources anymore outside of the shop, so I sell parts and I make videos, and it's hard. I'm not trying to like be a sob story here, just saying I've been stressed lately, and it just really, when I see your guys' comments, like a lot of interactions on Instagram, and it just, thank you. I love the way you guys are supporting me. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm not giving up. I'm just a little overwhelmed. And this thing, like I just said before that, I felt like I had all the time in the world, and now it's running out. So I think we're gonna be good. I think we're gonna make it there with a turbo stroker E30. If you don't know what we're building the car for, and duct tape drags down in Tucson, Arizona with the roadkill guys. And yeah, anyway, quick PSA. But let's see what I got. Also, cleaned up a little bit. Got a White Claw. Pretty thirsty, pretty tired. I don't know what time it is. It can't be that late. 9:48. It's not that late. But there we go. Let's get through some stuff. First box, I don't think has anything to do with the E30. I also couldn't find a knife using a pry tool, but I got another light. This is for the E38 Gambler, and this one is substantially more robust than those 2 other ones I had on the front. It is heavy. Oxbeam is the company. It came with a sticker, so I think it's good. Anyway, I don't know. I bought everything on Amazon. We'll leave that one in a box. Put it down there. On to the next one. What do we got here? Oh, it's our wideband. I don't know if I talked about this before, but the K-Data, the ECU I'm running, it has integrated wideband controller. So all I had to order was a LSU. I think this one's a 4.2 or a 4.9. I don't know. It's for a V6 Jetta, 1.8 liter, 2.8 liter, whatever that means. But this was 24 bucks on Amazon, and the wideband controller cable that came with the K-Data, I had to like buy it separately, but came with it, was only $30. So I'm like less than $50 into my wideband setup, which if you guys have done this kind of stuff, that's super cheap. Now I won't have like a gauge that I can look at. Just with this system, I'm thinking about still adding one, but this will show up in the tuning software. What else we got? This one is very well closed. Just gonna dig into it. I think I know what this is. This is a complete subframe reinforcement kit. Now, it's not quite as fancy as like the Garagistic one or something like that, but it's pretty much the exact same thing. I think I got this on eBay. Feel like I'm missing a piece. I think I needed 2 of these. Nope, looks like only one of those. Not sure what that part's for. I'll figure it out. But anyway, it's from a Martin A. So, not like a real company, just a guy I'm sure like just cuts them out at his house and does it, little side business. But they look like they're gonna do fine for what I need them. And I got a weld on them anyway, so I don't need the fancy looking ones. Yeah, they're gonna work great. So when we get the subframe and start welding, I'll show you how to weld all of the reinforcements in. I should say, I'll show you where to weld the reinforcements in. I'm not a great welder. Got a drink. The brake T fitting. So this is for the front brakes because we don't have ABS. So coming out of the master, I just need to split to run to each side. So I got a brake T. Aaron is our resident brake line expert. So I will be consulting him and most likely borrowing his brake line toolkit. And we're going to be making some brake lines with this. That E30 I pulled the subframes out of. We're going to steal probably some of the hard lines out of that because this doesn't have hard lines that go into either of the front wheel wells, but figure it out. Alright, what do we got here? Well, it causes cancer in the state of California, so I bet it's something good. We got our brake lines. I should say the soft lines, these ones are stainless. So with E30s, it's a 6 set. So we have 1, 2, each rear wheel, and then right like above the dip, they're called like the mid lines. There's a soft line there for the subframe to have some flex. So we got all those. Got to drink. We got some mounts. So we have our poly or Delrin, whatever these are, very hard, stiff trans mounts, and then our end mounts. Apparently they're made in Canada. I think it's Level 0 Motorsports. Pretty cool. None of these are sponsored, by the way. I have not had the time to reach out to companies. Not sure we're big enough that they would care, but either way, these are all things that I just looked down. And what else do we got? that giant box for this little box. Odd. This is just the oil pressure switch for to go like under the oil filter on an M20. I didn't see one on there, so I just thought I'd just buy one instead of using a used one. I think it was really cheap. But wow, that was a giant box for that little sensor. It's like some gaskets. This is probably our lower end gasket kit. It is. So looks like under this we probably have our oil pan, my front main, rear main, all kinds of little things under there. So figure out what each one does. But like I said in a previous video, I'm not half-assing the engine and just throwing it together like I originally thought. We're regasketing the whole thing. So sweet. This one's from ECS, so I wonder what I decided to pay more for. Wow, here's another one of who packaged this? Oh, I know, it's a little big. So I don't know how much this cost me. I hope it was cheap because I don't actually need this. But manual trans cross member. I ended up finding one in the trunk of this car. But I didn't think I had one. We'll probably use that one since it's brand new. And I'll install the other one. But yeah, we got an ECS air freshener and a wine voucher. And you guys ever try to use any of those wine vouchers to get with stuff? I never have. Is it worth it? It says $100. How to spend $100. Go to Naked Wines, give them this money, get $100 off any case wine price at $160 or more. Delivery included. So, alright, should we try it? Should we get some wine? We could do a wine unboxing. Man, what are with these boxes? Like, there's nothing in here. I used to sell stuff on eBay. I don't. Wow, that's like this. So, this is kind of cool actually. I don't think I have any gauges to put in here yet, but I'll work on finding some, get some. But it's a gauge pod with 52mm holes, or like, and it replaces the radio. So it just snaps right in there and holds the gauges right there. So clean, easy. I feel like it was like 20 bucks or something, pretty cheap. So it's not that much stuff. What else do I got? I feel like there was some more things. Put it back. Factory brand new E30 subframe bushings, just rubber ones. I'm gonna go ahead and use these because my buddy at Garagistic never got back to me in time, and yeah, so I'm gonna use those. But so I need to figure out things that I still need. It is Monday, September 6th. So we have what, 24 days? When I say it like that seems like a good, we're doing good. But I made a calendar of a schedule that I wanted to be on. So you guys didn't see it yet, but I worked on my truck some. I'm gonna work on my truck some more. We need to use it for some things. So schedule for the rest of the month. I just got back from a 4-day wedding. At the end of this week, I was supposed to go with my family to Maine to visit my sister-in-law who was pregnant. Anyway, COVID, didn't really seem like the right time. We canceled that trip. So I ended up getting another 4 or 5 days to work on the car this week, which is super exciting. But the end of next week, so like the 17th and the 18th, is the Rocky Mountain Rambler 500. It's similar to a Gambler 500. It's what we took the E30 4x4 to last year. We're going to take the E38 to that this year as a redemption because it didn't make it through the last one. So what I have for days, I don't work Tuesdays and I don't usually work Sundays. So today's Monday. E30 subframes was my plan. I don't know when I made this if that actually meant I was supposed to get the subframes in. I didn't do that. That's not happening today. I don't actually have all the bushings either. I need to do the rear subframe. I need a couple things from Greg at Boost Monkey, and then obviously the front I need to do a lot of welding and stuff. I think the rear as well, actually. So we'll work on that. We'll get there. Oh no, I did good. Wednesday, I'll be back, is subframe install day. So that was already on the calendar. Work holding. And then Thursday I have install suspension. So what I have for this car is like some H&R or Eibach or something, lowering springs, and some Bilsteins. They're on actually another E30 that's outside. I needed to like take the suspension off of that one, and however I could, that was the only way I could keep that car rolling. So it makes a little bit more work, but we'll be good. We can take the suspension that I pulled off tonight and put it on that one, and we should be golden. So cool there. That's Thursday. Friday is engine assembly. I'm not sure that I'm gonna have the head back by Friday. I'm gonna call the machine shop tomorrow and see where that's at, but that tells me I need to get that done. I don't think there's nothing else I need to assemble the, oh no, this is intake manifold and valve cover. I needed that powder coated, so I'll figure that out tomorrow as well. And then Saturday I'm supposed to be installing the engine. Okay, that's pretty easy to do. So even if some of the other stuff bled into Saturday, just installing the engine's not. Oh, Sunday I have a car show. There's a car you guys haven't seen in a while that maybe a bunch of you guys are subscribers because you saw that video, but I did some work on it a while back and then tried to take it to a car show, but I was late and the car show was already over. So it's gonna go to this one and I'll just make that the video. And then Monday when we get back, that's when I want to fix the Gambler car, the E38, and that should be pretty easy. We can get that all done in a day. Ooh, and then that Wednesday, after that, my trailer, if you've seen me like scrapping stuff with it or towing stuff or picking stuff up with it, it's very tired. Like, it is beat up. So I'm gonna need the trailer. This time we're gonna tow the E38 to the event for the Rocky Mountain Rambler, and then also this car to Tucson, we're towing it, and that's why I want to work on my truck and that, because I don't have time to get stranded on the side of the road because of my negligence. So I have the 16th, the day after that is the cage install. I haven't ordered the cage yet, so I think I need to order the cage tomorrow. Okay. And then the following Monday I have E30 hot and cold parts. Oh, I'm actually, so the 16th is a Thursday, then we're going to be leaving for the Rambler on Friday. So I talked to John over VI. He's going to be doing intercooler piping and downpipe and stuff. We're going to drop the car off on Friday to him while we go down there, and then hopefully by we get back on Monday or so, the car will be done. So pick it back up. 22nd, I'm going to be working on another car I don't want to quite talk about yet. And then on the 23rd, I got ECU and wiring. So I don't really have anything after that on the list. So that still gives us another week at that point. So I think we're okay. But looking at that, big thing is I need that cage. Unless I want to modify some of the other things that I have here. I have quite a few cages here already that we could, but I think I'd just rather order another one. I've been talking to Rhodes race cars out of like Ohio. I had one of their cage kits for an E36. I actually just sold it to a friend. I think that's who I'm going to go with. It seems like a pretty good deal. It's a welding cage, 12-point cage, and it's like, for DOM, it's like $700 shipped. So that seems like a pretty good deal. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I feel like we're still doing good, making progress, and yeah. So thanks for watching. If you made it all the way through me talking about the calendar, comment White Claw below, and I'll know. And I really appreciate that also. And you guys have a great day. We've been gone for a little bit. Hamish is like still on vacation at a wedding. It's like the longest wedding ever. So I'm gonna get him to start teaching me how to edit videos, though. I think we talked about that earlier. So that if he's doing his thing, I can still make videos for you guys. And yeah, thank you. Have a good night.